Hello, everyone. How's it going? Welcome back to another Watch of Nordic live commentary stream here today. And we got another great one here between the Columbus Blue Jackets and the Vegas Golden Knights live from T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. And this should be a great matchup here today. Hopefully, you guys are having a great week so far. And this is our last one of the week before moving on to next week and all the streams that will come then. But getting ready here for puck drop in just a moment. These two teams have faced off once before. And now this will be the second of two times here tonight. And I do want to go back and look at some Watch with Nordic history because these two teams have played each other previously in a live commentary stream. It came back on March the 18th of 2025, where the Golden Knights had a 4-0 shutout win over the Blue Jackets in Columbus during that time. Nicholas Waugh, former Vegas Golden Knight, scored a goal in that one. Brandon Saad, Pavel Dorofeyev, and Alex Pietrangelo scored the 4 goals in that game for the Golden Knights. Adin Hill with a 27-save shutout to win the Golden Knights the game. And that was the first time these two teams faced off in Watch with Nordic history. And now they come back and face each other once more here again as we get ready for the start of the first period in just a moment. The Golden Knights, only 2 wins in their last 10 games. They have definitely struggled here over the last little bit. They're looking to bounce back here and get themselves furthermore into the win column and win back-to-back games for the first time since mid-December. And as for the Blue Jackets, they are relatively even in their last 10, but you could definitely use another win here for sure, being last place in the Eastern Conference, despite being only a game below 500 as we get ready for puck drop here in just a moment. But first, starting goaltenders on both sides. Jet Greaves is in net for Columbus, and Carter Hart is in net for Vegas. Greaves, 29 games played. Hart, 11. Greaves has a .910 save percentage this season. Carter Hart, an .874. It is the second time in Watch with Nordic history these two teams have faced off in a live commentary stream. The Golden Knights lead the series all-time 8-6-1. And here we go. The second of 2 top commentary streams tonight. It's Vegas versus Columbus, and we are underway. Face-off is won here by the Knights. Cleared back down low into the Columbus zone. Racing for it now with speed is Keegan Colasar. Banked around down low in the corner. Tomas Hertl will battle for that puck. On the right side then, Brett Howden. Howden behind the Blue Jackets net. Will feed this one up to the point. Shot there off the boards then from the likes of Zach Whitecloud is blocked. Now he'll take it down low here in the corner. Trying to get that one free then is Matej Tkachuk. Played back behind the net then for Zach Werenski. Werenski here in the Blue Jackets zone. Banked off the boards back out to center. Whitecloud takes it back then for Vegas. Through center. Damon Severson drops it back then. Marchenko will clear it down low into the zone. And back over into the Blue Jackets zone. Now Ivan Provorov will bank that one back off the boards. Puck will slide back into the Red Wings' end. Here come the Knights. Eichel down the right side. Circles back around to the point. Now into the zone. Korczak a shot. And it goes back down low. Fed back up to the point then. Lazone to Korczak. Pass back over then for Barbashev. To the point then Korczak. To Lazone, a shot. Goes off of Greaves and back to the right side. Vegas keeps the pressure. Lazone to Eichel. Eichel here circles back around looking for options. Feeds that one up to the point, or at least tries to. And Johnson will clear that one to center. It's a 2-on-1 the other way then for Columbus. Into the zone. Pass over to Jenner. And he could not get the shot on. Huge chance there for the CBJ third line. But they could not connect. Here in the zone now, controlling the puck for Vegas is Lazone. Back on the right side, Korczak tried dumping it down low, stolen back then by the Blue Jackets. Here they come the other way. Down the right side then, it's Sillinger, who will throw that one behind the net. Now, Mitch Marner will pick that one up in the Vegas zone, trying to corral that one and get them moving. Korczak will drop it back then to Marner. Here's Mitch Marner. Marner to Riley Smith, dumping it down low in the zone. Now, Igor Zamula, who is making his Blue Jackets debut tonight, touches the puck. Now, Marner gets it back then for Vegas. Marner in the corner, slides it in front. Nobody is there. Now, Sillinger gets it back up then for Matthew Olivier, who will bank that one back into the Vegas zone. Shots are 1-0 here in favor of the Golden Knights. Just about 3 minutes into the first period. Vegas has that one in their own zone. Ben Hutton now down low will control the puck. Kept in by the Blue Jackets. Matejchuk to Aston Reese. A shot saved there by Hart with his right pad at the point. Now Werenski cannot keep that one in the zone. And he'll be forced to come back out to center. Poke checked away then by Dylan Coghlan, who is making his season debut tonight for the Vegas Golden Knights and overall this season. Down low in the zone now, Zach Whiteclaw trying to bank that one off the boards. Threw out to center now. It's the likes of Colton Sissons battling for that puck. It's dumped back down low into the Vegas end. Noah Hannafin holds it for the Golden Knights. Hannafin past the center. Tomas Hertl moves into the zone. Dekes around Provorov. Loses control of the puck. Gets it back. Feeds it up to the point. There is nobody there. And it will slide all the way down the other way. Hannafin now behind the Vegas net. Will bank that one up then to Tomas Hertl. Hertl to Kolasar. Back over then for Howden. A shot. Denied by Greaves. Rebound is there. But Vegas will keep that one in the zone. Corralling it down low. Howden racing for that puck. Voronkov will bank that one behind the net then for Severson as the Blue Jackets will get some time here to regroup. Hertl will bank that one out to center. Here come the Jackets the other way. Voronkov pass in front. Varchenko will shoot that one wide and out of play. So again, 15:45 left to go in the first period. Great chance there for Brett Howden. And a chest save there by Jet Greaves, who has been phenomenal in Watch with Nordic live commentary streams. Obviously, he's playing in his third Watch with Nordic commentary, but in the two that he's been in so far has a 101 record and 938 save percentage. This guy is absolutely phenomenal when we live stream him. He ranks 12th amongst all Watch with Nordic goaltenders. Banked off the boards here now. It's Barbashev who will regroup with that one. It's Korczak trying to dump it down low. Columbus takes it back. Fabro tries to throw it past the center. Stolen back then by Stone. Stone to Barbashev to the point to Eichel. Eichel moves in, fires it. And it deflects back down low now behind the net. Here's Whitecloud now back to Eichel. Jack Eichel behind the net. Looks for a centering pass. Feeds it up to the point then. Lazome to Korczak. Korczak will dump that one now behind the net. It's cleared back up to the point. Lazome will dump that one down low. Stolen back then by the Jackets. Here they come through center. Kent Johnson poke checked away. Eichel will chip that one down low now. Matejchuk will steal it back then for Columbus. Here he comes with speed. We'll bank that one back into the Vegas end. Off the boards, Coyle. Taken back then by Sillinger. Sillinger to Werenski. Werenski to Sillinger to point a shot. Tipped in front. And it does not get to Carter Hart. Sillinger tries clearing it down low. Taken back then by Marchenko. We can't control it fully. Vegas will steal it back and try and clear the other way. Now they'll regroup here in the Columbus end. Here's Werenski. Moves through center. Will dump that one into the Vegas end. Carter Hart has not to play the puck. Will send that one around then to the right side. Saad played forward then for Bowman. Braden Bowman. Trying to pass it to center. Now Marner takes it back then for the Golden Knights. Marner to Hannafin. Hannafin down low now behind the net. Dorofeev battling alongside the likes of Olivier. Trying to get that one free. Here's Dorofeev. Dorofeev down low in the corner. Severson will clear out to center. Racing for it now with speed into the zone is Aston Reese. who will battle for that one down low. Banked up to the point. Provorov to Severson. Severson then for Brendan Gaunce, who gives it back to Provorov, who shoots it on net. Goes back around now behind the net. Picking it up then is Bethea, who will send that one around behind the net. And Vegas trying to clear out the center. Bowman at the point, stolen back then by Colton Sissons, who will break it into the Columbus zone all alone. Fires it on Greaves, who makes the save and forces an offensive zone draw in the Columbus zone. 13 minutes to go in this first period. 0-0 so far. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. If you are new to the channel, consider subscribing down below. I would greatly appreciate it. Forgot to update this. We just reached 4,200 subscribers today. So thank you everybody so much for that. We are grinding here on our way to 5K, but the progress has been really good. We hit 4,000 December 21st. We're not even 3 weeks later, and we're already at 4,200. I think that's very impressive. I'm very happy with what we've accomplished here in these last couple weeks. But I couldn't do it without you guys. So still a commercial break here for couple more seconds. Head kind of hurts. Kind of got a headache, which is not fun. Elvis Presley, 91 years old today, huh? And he did the pump up the sirens. Obviously, it wasn't actually him. Captain Obvious over here helping you guys out. Don't worry. Face-off coming here now in the Columbus zone. Still 0-0 here in this opening period. Shots are 3-1. In favor of Vegas. Eichel keeps it in the zone. Knocked off the puck. They keep it in, though. Eichel on the right side. Pass in front to Barbashev. We nearly got a nice play there. Pass over. And nobody was there to pick that one up. Now Adam Fantilli. Back to Marchenko. Will bank that one off the boards. Then Stone will try and clear that one down low. Stolen back then by Columbus. Here they come either way. Fantilli into the zone. Wraparound pass. A shot there from Voronkov. Denied. And blocked in front. At the point now, Severson to Fantilli, who will clear that one down below behind the net. Back over them for Lazone. Lazone off the boards and cleared all the way back into the Columbus zone for an icing against the Golden Knights. And again, if you're the Vegas Golden Knights, you are up there in terms of the overall division standings, but you want to obviously get more regulation and just get more wins overall, because the Golden Knights don't even have the most amount of wins in the entire Pacific Division. They have a total of 11 overtime losses, and that's really helped them to be where they are right now. Here's a chance in front, saved by Hart. Rebounds there, right in the crease. They jab at that puck. It comes out in front. Another chance goes just wide as Zach Werenski nearly tucked it past, but Carter Hart gets bailed out. Werenski back up to the point. Another shot there is blocked in front. Matejchuk on the right side, down low then for Gauntz. Down low here in the corner, Ken Johnson to Sean Monahan. Try to feed that one up to the point. Monahan gets it back now down low behind the net. Carter Hart without a stick. In front, they score! Zach Werenski! What a pass from down low. And the Blue Jackets lead 1-0. And Carter Hart looks shaken up. And that's not good. Carter Hart could not move. He is down on the ground. Hopefully he's okay. The trainer is coming out to talk to him, ask him if he's doing okay. And he was knocked down in front by... he was knocked down by Boone Jenner. A stick got there in front, so not a great situation for Carter Hart. You can tell he's hurting during the play. And it resulted in the Blue Jackets goal. It's Boone Jenner from Zach Werenski and Sean Monahan. So I guess Jenner may have gotten the tip in front. And the Blue Jackets with a 1-0 lead. And Carter Hart is going to the locker room. Oh, no. So it looks like Carter Hart may be done for the night. And now Akira Schmid is in net here, just 11:36 in. So Akira Schmid playing in his second Watch with Nordic commentary stream. And yeah, definitely not ideal. Or sorry, third commentary stream. And yeah, not ideal there for Carter Hart. So Schmid will come in here for Vegas. And Carter Hart leaves the game injured. It does compose something interesting. There will be an emergency goaltender now who will have to come in. So Akira Schmid playing in his third commentary stream, 8:31. And Carter Hart, a .500 save percentage. That is not great. Cleared all the way back out to center now. Noah Hannafin will regroup in the Vegas zone. Hannafin off the boards now, cleared back into the Columbus zone. It's Fabro who will try and clink that one off the board. Stolen back then by the Blue Jackets, who race for it the other way. Chip back down low into the Vegas zone. White Cloud tries to get that one off the boards now. Down low is Olivier, who shoots it on net. It goes just wide of Schmid. Now Fabro's shot is blocked in front. And picked back up then by the Golden Knights. Kolasar steals it back. Sillinger in the zone. Tries to feed a pass in front. And Vegas will take that one right back. Brett Howden will clear out the center. Dante Fabro back then for Damon Severson. 10.5 minutes to go in the first period. Columbus leads 1-0. Puck slides in on Schmid, who makes the save with 10:27 to go. Akira Schmid this season, 11-4-5, a .252, 894 save percentage, 2 shutouts this year. And he has to come into the game in relief for Carter Hart, who unfortunately was injured. So again, I know there's obviously some controversy there involving Carter Hart, but you never pray for injuries. Hopefully Carter Hart will be okay. Vegas has been struggling, but point-wise, they're okay. Yeah, they've had some... They've just, like... I feel like the problem is with them is a mix of their goaltending and their defense. And they can't seem to find a way to, like, win in regulation and win in overtime. It's been a struggle. Blue Jackets have the puck now. Marchenko behind the Columbus net. Back to Ivan Provorov, who clears out the center. Now racing forward with speed, then into the zone is Fantilli, who loses the puck. Now battling forward on the right side, Lazone. Intercepted then by the Golden Knights. 2-on-2 the other way. Colton Sissons into the zone. Down low here in the corner now. Provorov battling forward with Sissons. Severson behind the net, banks that one up then for Provorov. Back over then to center, Fantilli. Through the zone now, Johnson. Stolen back then by Ben Hutton, who will take that one back the other way. Hutton will dump that one here into the Columbus zone. On the right side then it's Jenner. Back to Johnson. Johnson into the zone. Pass in front. They score! Ken Johnson. And it's 2-0 Columbus here in the opening period. 2 goals on 4 shots for Columbus. And the Blue Jackets lead 2-0. In my opinion, do I think Vegas can still win? It's early, so yeah. But obviously scoring again, not ideal there. Ken Johnson. And a nice little feed in front there, and there you go. Blue Jackets are up 2-0. And that is only Ken Johnson's 4th goal of the year. Jesus. I think he had a lot more than that. Johnson, assisted by Monahan and Jenner, makes it a 2-0 lead here for the Blue Jackets. Puck is cleared all the way back into the Columbus zone. 9 minutes to go in the first period. Blue Jackets down by 2. Or Blue Jackets up by 2. Sorry, negative puck knowledge here from your boy. Cleared back into the Vegas zone now. Here's Jack Eichel. Eichel over then for White Cloud, who will dump that one here into the Columbus zone. So Carter Hart allowed a goal on his first shot. So as a result, he has a 0 save percentage. So adding up those numbers, that makes his save percentage a .396. Holy shit. Here come the Golden Knights the other way. Into the zone, Colasar up to the point now, cleared down low in the corner. Hurdle battling forward alongside Howden, picked up then down low by Fabro. Banked off the boards then by Coyle out to center. And the Blue Jackets will attempt to move that puck. Sillinger feeds a pass up then to Coyle. And that's an icing against the Blue Jackets. So Carter Hart allowed a goal on his first shot, and then he was pulled away. That's a 0 save percentage here tonight. So definitely not great there from Hart. Banked off the boards now to the right side. Vegas trying to keep it in. At the point. Cleared around now behind the net. Mitch Marner trying to pick it up then for Vegas. Marner at the point. Slap shot. They score! Riley Smith, I think, got the tip in front. And Vegas is on the board. This could be a very high-scoring game. It's 2-1. Riley Smith with the game time, with the goal to put the Golden Knights within 1. It's nice little play there. It's off of the Ben Hutton shot from the point. Where's Mitch playing tonight? I think he's on the second line. And it's Riley Smith from Ben Hutton. Smith, his 7th goal of the season. And it's 2-1. Face-off here now won by the Blue Jackets. Shots are 4 apiece. Here in this second period, Blue Jackets will regroup in their own zone. And honestly, just what's the save percentage? Here's Zach Whitecloud here in the corner. Battling for that puck. Eichel trying to break that one away. Here come the Knights the other way. Eichel through center. Breaks it into the zone. Jack Eichel moves in. Gets poke checked away. Mark Stone gets it back. Intercepted then by the Jackets. Here come the Jackets the other way. Cleared out to center. Fantilli now battling forward with Hannafin. Hannafin breaks it off the boards here and back into the Columbus zone. Now Provorov over then for Damon Severson, who banks that one off the boards. Assisted by Ben Hutton and Mitch Marner. So Marner gets the secondary assist there. That's his 20th watch with Nordic point. At the point now, cleared back around behind the net. Racing for that one then is Lazone, cleared back in front. And the puck will slide all the way back into the Vegas zone. And dump back into the Columbus end as I say that. Mitch Marner becomes the 4th player in Watch with Nordic history to score 20 points throughout all career commentary streams. Here's Monahan into the zone. Fires it on Schmid, who makes the save. 6:06 left to go here in the first period. It's goals galore in Vegas. 2-1. Vegas playing weird left wing, right wing, center. Yeah, I know. It's weird how that works. Like, you would think you want to get him on just one specific position and let him ride that. Switching him around all the time isn't always the best way to go with things. So, I agree with that sentiment. I'm not exactly on side with that for sure. All right. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, subscribe down below if you're new. Trying to get to 5K subscribers here. Still in a commercial break here for just a moment. So Akira Schmid is in net for Carter Hart. So, Aiden Hill practicing. That's good to see. All right. 6 minutes to go here in the first period. Columbus with a 2-1 lead. Here from T-Mobile Arena. Face-off coming now in the Las Vegas zone with the Blue Jackets. Marchenko, a shot down low to the corner. Now Fantilli will clear that one back up to the point. Matejchuk battling for it now with Barbashev. 2-on-2 the other way. Here's Eichel into the zone. Pass in front. And Barbashev could not tuck that puck. Back up now at the point. Smith. Cleared around now down low to Matejchuk, who will bank that one off the boards. Now it's Voronkov to Marchenko, who puts it through his legs. Now Fantilli. Back to Marchenko, who tried to chip that one down low. And back up to the point, Matejchuk. Clears that one around behind the net, or at least tries to. Picked back up then by Noah Hannafin. Down low, Marchenko. Pass in front to Fantilli. Stolen back then by the Golden Knights. Eichel. Here in the Vegas zone. Jack Eichel will regroup now as he looks for options. We'll drop that one back then to Ben Hutton. Hutton to Brett Howden. Howden will try and clear that one away. Battling forward here now at center is Charlie Coyle. Fabro then back over to the right side. It's Jenner who will dump that one down low into the Vegas end. Schmid plays that one around now behind the net. Kolasar battling forward, stolen back then by the Blue Jackets. At the point, trying to keep that one in. Then is Fabro. He does so successfully. On the right side now, Kolasar will get that one out of the zone. Here's Brett Howden. Howden with the puck. Moves to center. Saved by Greaves. Rebounds there in front. Denied. It's there still. Jabbing at that puck. And Greaves keeps it out. Wow. Jet Greaves, what a sequence of stops. And some good looks in this first period for both sides. And the goals have come. It's 2-1. Thank you all for tuning in. Oh my god, my throat hurts so bad. So Sean Monahan, multi-point game tonight. Same with Boone Jenner, who also has 2 points tonight too. Monahan 2 assists. Jenner a goal and an assist. So already a great period here from the Blue Jackets. Still in a commercial break here for a brief moment. And we're back. 4.5 minutes to go in the opening period. Columbus with a 2-1 lead here to open up this, what feels like is going to be a very high-scoring affair here tonight. Face-off now here in the Columbus zone, won by the Golden Knights. Hutton at the point. It's blown dead due to a face-off violation. Shots are 6-6 here in the opening period. Riley Smith this season got his 7th goal of the year, has 12 points this year overall. Cleared around now behind the net. Severson banked up to center now. Trying to get that one back is the likes of Marchenko. Through to center, dump back down low. Racing forward with speed then is Gonce. Trying to battle for that puck in the corner. Ben Hutton will bank that one off the boards. It's kept in the zone then by the Blue Jackets. Down low now, Schmid looks for options. Will bank that one off the boards, then back up to the point. Provorov to Severson. A shot tipped away there and picked back up then by Riley Smith behind the net. Smith will try and clear that one off the boards. Kept in, though, by the Jackets. Knights get it back, and they will vert out to center. And that'll be an icing against the Golden Knights. And here is the annual Watch with Nordic 6-7 in terms of the shots. So there you go. Doesn't happen very often, but there you go. 6-7. Somebody pointed that out in the preseason, and I'm just like, huh, okay. And it's kind of stayed a thing ever since. 3:44 left in the first. Face-off won then by the Blue Jackets. Over then to Johnson. Puck slides through his skates. Now down low here in the corner. Battling for that one is Hutton. Fed up to the point then. It's Matejchuk who tries to clear down low. Vegas will dump out the center. Werenski. Back then to Johnson, who will dump that one down low. Ben Hutton gets it back then for Vegas, who will clear that one into the Columbus zone. Werenski in the corner now. Monahan feeds that one back up to the point. Vegas keeps it in. Sissons intercepted then by Johnson. Banked off the boards then. Back over for Bowman. Puck slides up in the air. They didn't even know where it was. Columbus will bank that one back down low, or at least try to. Monahan here in the corner, battling for it now. Whistle is blown for a hand pass. And we'll get another face-off. 2:53 left to play. 1-goal game here for Columbus. Face-off coming here now in the neutral zone outside the Vegas end. It's Eichel versus Fantilli. And face-off won then by the Golden Knights. Cleared back out to center. Racing for it now is Barbashev. Barbashev back to Stone. A shot! Goes wide of Greaves. Back down low then Marchenko. Marchenko to Damon Severson. Severson off the boards then Voronkov to Marchenko, who tried to drop it back. Taken back then by the Golden Knights. Mark Stone will clear that one down low. Provorov battling for it now with Eichel. Cleared off the boards and back into the Vegas end. Hannafin over then for Barbashev. Barbashev off the board, stolen back then by the Blue Jackets in their own zone. Provorov. Provorov to Marchenko. Bank down low into the zone. Marchenko battling with Whitecloud. In the corner, Fantilli takes a high stick to the face, and we got a penalty. It'll be the first penalty of the game. Adam Fantilli took a stick to the face. And the Blue Jackets will go to the power play. It's Keegan Colasar who will head to the box. And Columbus with a chance to extend their lead with the power play. As Colasar high-sticked Fantilli. Fantilli appears to be okay. And the Blue Jackets will go to the power play. Face-off here in the Vegas zone. Shots are 6 apiece here in the opening period. This power play will carry over 4 seconds into the second period, barring there is no goals scored here on the power play. Face-off. Won by the Blue Jackets. Werenski at the point. To Marchenko. Marchenko down low. Back up at the point, Werenski. To Johnson. Johnson tries to slide that one down low in the corner now. Battling forward is Lazone. Fed up to the point then. Werenski looks, fires it. Saved by Schmidt. Rebound is there. And kick back down low into the corner. Sissons battling forward now with Johnson. Coyle trying to get that one free back to Marchenko. Clears it around now behind the net. Coyle to the point then. Werenski to Marchenko. Banked around now behind the net for Johnson. Approaching the last minute of play in the opening period. Johnson down low to Marchenko. Marchenko to Werenski. Zach Werenski tries to keep that one in the zone. It comes out as Vegas forced it away. Now they'll battle for it here in the neutral zone. Officially in the final minute of the first period. Blue Jackets power play ranks 20th amongst all teams in the NHL. Golden Knights PK ranks top 10. Marchenko cleared around now behind the net. Blue Jackets cannot keep that one in the zone. It'll come out to center. 40 seconds remaining. Johnson will regroup now. Marner trying to get that puck away from him. Banked off the boards. Then Werenski looking to get that one back. Werenski for Damon Severson. Shots are 7-6 Columbus. Off the boards now. Provorov will clear that one down low. Hanifin now battling forward with Voronkov. Here in the corner, fighting forward as well as Fantilli. Trying to get that one free. 10 seconds left as the time ticks down. Voronkov trying to feed that one up to the point. Over then Severson to Provorov. Denied by Schmidt. If that even got on. And the puck goes out of play. And we'll get a brief moment of time here before the end of the first. Probably about like 2 seconds or so. I'm not exactly sure how much time. But a nice save there by Akira Schmidt. If that even got on net, we'll see if it did. It doesn't look like it did. He was looking short side there. So shots. Oh, no, it does count as a shot. I didn't think it touched him. Face-off coming here now in the Vegas zone. They're going to add some time here back to the clock. Face-off here now in the Vegas zone. Time will tick down. That will do it for the first period. So 4 seconds of power play time will carry over to the second period. There were 3 goals scored in that opening frame. It was Boone Jenner, Kent Johnson, and Riley Smith who picked up the goals for each respective side. And that being said, folks, it is intermission time. Go get a snack. Go get a drink. Do what you got to do. And we will be back for the start of the second period momentarily. All right, guys, I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick. I will be right back. All right, I have returned. Sorry about that, guys. Really not feeling that great, so I'm kind of trying to drink a bunch of fluids. Ugh. Oh my gosh. Boy, I'm ready to go to sleep. Huh. Why is that short of a lot of views? What the hell? Hmm. All right, update the all-time scoring sheet. Riley Smith, first goal in a commentary stream. That's nice. So Mitch Marner becomes the fourth player in live commentary history to hit 20 points all time in their Watch with Nordic careers. So thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. All right. Got about 10 minutes, it says, till the start of the second period. Neck back here hurts so bad as well. Oh, not great. Any questions you guys have, anything like that, comment them down below. We'll talk. Sorry, not feeling the greatest right now. Alec Martinez. Holy crap. What's up, Tim? Holy crap, haven't seen you in a while. What's up, man? How are you? Ugh. Yeah, it's been too long, man. How's everything with you? Sorry, not feeling the best currently. Got about 6 minutes till the start of the second, is what my thingamajiggamabob says. Off for the holidays, back for streams now. Good. Going very well. Glad to be back. Good. Good to hear about that, man. Good to hear you're doing well. Good to hear you're doing good. I streamed your Canucks earlier today. Tough L, but, you know. At least they, I mean, there's no really at least. To be honest with you, there's no really at least. All right. We are ready to start the second period here in just a little bit, about 3 minutes or so. Was at work and seeing that you were doing the early game. Yeah, it's all right, though. No big of a deal. Can I do another jersey collection video soon? You want to see a jersey collection video? Yeah, I'm sure I could do that at some point. Doesn't sound like that bad of an idea. Here, I'll do you one better. I'll make a sticky note to tell me to do it soon. No, I didn't watch the Leafs game. I know they beat the Flyers, but I was streaming Red Wings Canucks. No, I did not see it. I saw Scott Laughton scored, though. Where should I put this that I'll see it? Huh, good idea right here. That would be cool. Yeah, I mean, the problem is, though, with my jerseys and all that, is it really hasn't changed since the last time I did one, because I haven't gotten that many new jerseys. But, yeah, I'll do a jersey collection video. Why not? I haven't done one in a while, I don't think. Like in the Flyers right now, yeah, they've been very exciting. I've loved the Flyers and how they've played. I got a Flyers stream coming up soon. In the next couple of weeks. So we're going back to Philly soon. But yeah, I've loved the Flyers too. They've been so much fun to watch. Alrighty, let's get ready for the start here of the second period between the Columbus Blue Jackets and the Vegas Golden Knights. First period recap, goals were scored by Boone Jenner, Ken Johnson, and Riley Smith in that middle frame as we get ready for the second period here in just a moment. Stats through 20 minutes of play, 8-7 were the shots in favor of the Blue Jackets. Face-off percentages, 75% in favor of Columbus. Hits, 12-9 Blue Jackets. Block shots, 8-5 in favor of Vegas. And giveaways are 6-4 in favor of Vegas as well. You'll be in Miami and cruising on a boat when the Olympics are on, so I guess it's a good trade-off. That does sound like a great trade-off. Alrighty, let's get ready. Second period between the Vegas Golden Knights and the Columbus Blue Jackets live from T-Mobile Arena. 4 seconds remaining here on this Blue Jackets power play, so it will conclude just 4 seconds in. Keegan Colasar will be in the box for 4 seconds. All right, period number 2 between the Jackets and the Knights is officially underway. Face-off is won then by the Blue Jackets. Will take it back and regroup in their own zone. Power play is over. Werenski off the boards, then Marchenko back to Voronkov, battling forward here now at center. Picked back up then by Fantilli, who goes off sides. Shots are 8-7 here in favor of the Blue Jackets. Face-off here outside the Vegas zone is won by the Golden Knights. They will come back and regroup in their own end. Noah Hannafin will bank that one off the boards now. Zach Whitecloud will try and clear out the center. Here's Colasar. Keegan Colasar to the right side. Hannafin a shot. Goes wide of Greaves and back up to the point. Whitecloud to Hannafin. Clear down low now in the corner. Battling for that puck now on the right side. Brett Howden will slide that one behind that. Hurdle racing for it. Back here now at the point. Colasar will dump that one behind the net. And puck goes up and out of play as they cannot get that puck in time. Dean Evison, head coach of the Columbus Blue Jackets, in his second season. Bruce Cassidy in his third year, I guess. As the head coach. I don't know. I'm commentating this game, not the Sens game. Here's Sean Monahan now cleared back into the Vegas zone. Off the boards now, Korzak battling for it. Stone will clear out to center. Columbus gets it back. Provorov back to center. Vegas trying to intercept that puck now. Barbashev right side to Stone. Intercepted then by Provorov down low here in the corner. Picked back up then by Ken Johnson behind the Columbus net. Johnson through center to Jenner. Boone Jenner now moves it into the zone, battling forward around behind the net. And cleared back to center. Here come the Knights the other way. Eichel drops it back to Stone. Stone to Eichel. Behind the net. Pass in front. And Barbashev a close chance there to tie the game, but they could not connect. Here's Jenner now, clearing it down low into the Vegas zone. Here's Lazone behind the Vegas net. Jeremy Lazone off the boards then. It's stolen back then by the Blue Jackets. Cole Sillinger will dump that one into the Vegas zone. Korzak to Marner, who tips that puck out to center. Zamula back over then for Fabro. It's tipped into the Golden Knights end. Here's Korzak. Hit down low then by Gontz. Puck screwed out to center now. Riley Smith battling for it, trying to poke check that one ahead. Stolen back then by the Blue Jackets, who will clear that one into the Vegas zone. Akira Schmid now down low in the corner. Korzak battling for that puck as well. Now Lazone will attempt to move that puck here as well. Puck is still tied up, trying to break that one behind the net. Picked back up then by Lazone, who will clear out the center. Racing forward with speed now is Brandon Saad, who will battle for it alongside Zamula. Picked up then by Coyle on the right side. Now Bowman trying to break that one away. Stolen back again then by the Blue Jackets. Backhanded into the Vegas zone. Bowman looks for options. Will drop it back then for Hutton. Stolen back then by Columbus. Here's Pathia. Shot tipped off and out of play. So face-off will come in the Vegas end. And trying to take that shot was Michael Pathia, who is, or I guess it's Mikhail Pathia, who last year played 47 games for the Columbus Blue Jackets, had 7 points. So far this year has making his season debut. Here's Bowman into the zone, trying to play that one down low, battling for that puck is Smith. The Jets lost again? Oh my God, they did. 11 straight losses for Winnipeg. Here's Hurdle. Wraparound backhand. Denied there by Greaves. Cleared around now behind the net. Cleared all the way back out to center. Racing for it now and tipped into the zone is Pathia. Trying to battle for that puck now in the corner. Golden Knights try and get it back. Dumped down low in the corner. Battling for that one then. Pathia stolen back then by the Knights. Dorofiev will chip that puck here into the Columbus zone. Shots are 8-8 here in the second period. Columbus with a 1-goal lead. Hurdle tries to feed that one up to the point. He'll get that poke checked away from him, and it comes out of the zone. Now Hurdle plays it back to Korzak. As both teams kind of playing back and forth here. Columbus will clear the puck back into the Vegas zone. Regrouping now with it as Korzak. Banks it off the boards then for Lazone. Intercepted then by Provorov. At the point, Columbus moves it in. Fantilia's shot goes off the boards and out of play. 15-21 remaining here in the second period. Blue Jackets with a 1-goal lead. Out to center now. Columbus will dump that one back into the Vegas end. Schmid back for Whitecloud. Whitecloud to center now. Blue Jackets regroup with the puck. Fantilli to center. Stolen back then by Marchenko, who will chip that one into the zone. Hannafin. Delayed penalty here for the Blue Jackets. Eichel to Noah Hannafin. Empty net now for Vegas. Here's Marner through the zone. A shot. They score. Riley Smith. His second of the night. And we have a tie game in Vegas. And I told you guys, just goals galore, high scoring. Jesus. Riley Smith. Wow. Shots are 10-8 now in favor of the Golden Knights. And we have a tie game here in Las Vegas. Off the delayed penalty as well. Monahan down low now for Jenner. Boone Jenner regrouping with the puck then for Vegas. Johnson a shot is swiftly denied there by Schmid. 14:25 remaining here in the second period. Shots are 10-9. Riley Smith, 30th career multi-goal game. Face off here in the Vegas end. Sissons now versus Monahan. Cleared around now behind the net. Lazone to the right side. Here come the Golden Knights the other way. Colton Sissons will backhand that one into the Columbus zone. Zamula. Back then for Kent Johnson, who banks that one off the boards. Kept in then by Vegas. Intercepted by the Blue Jackets, who will clear out to center. 14 minutes to go in the second. What's up, Rex? Welcome to the stream, brother. Good to see you here. And a whistle's bone dead here as the puck went out of play. Good to see you, Rex. So Riley Smith assisted by Mitch Marner and Mark Stone. Marner, another multi-point game, another assist for him. He picks up his 17th assist in a live commentary stream, which ranks third amongst all players, only behind Leon Draisaitl and Connor McDavid in Watch with Nordic history. 2-2 here in the second period. All right, guys, I got to go to the bathroom again. I will be right back. You guys know that I'm chugging a bunch of water. I've gone through like 1,000 bottles today. It's insane. I'll be right back, guys. All right, I have returned. Sorry about that. You're the best, Nordic. Thank you, Corrupted Con. I appreciate it. A little cold. What the what? Is that true? What the hell? Holy crap. Wait, where is it? Holy crap. 8-1 Colorado on Ottawa. Hey, Rex, $10 dono. Sorry for being MIA. Last two games have blown up my phone. Thanks for the Ducks not showing up. Well, Rex, thank you for the $10 dono, bro. I appreciate it, man. It means a lot. Thank you so much. Ugh. It's 8-1 Colorado through 40 minutes of play. Holy crap. Nathan McKinnon with like 8 points, it looks like. All right, face-off here in the Vegas zone. It's a 2-2 hockey game here. We are tied. Puck is cleared back out to center now. Zach Werenski banks it off the boards now. Racing it through the zone is Olivier. Broken off then by the Golden Knights. Dumped down low here into the Columbus zone. Olivier clearing it back down low. Matejchuk trying to break that one away here now in the corner. Trying to get that free, but stolen back then by Werenski. Werenski will backhand that one out to center. Werenski off the boards then through the zone, and is Sillinger. Drop back Werenski down low. Pass in front, and they can't convert on the play. Puck is cleared all the way back down the other way. Columbus will regroup. Banked off the boards here now, all the way back into the Vegas end. Down low, Fantilli. Towarensky. Intercepted then by the Golden Knights, who will break it through center. Now Mark Stone back to Eichel. Jack Eichel fighting forward now with Marchenko. Slides back then to Vorokov, who attempted to break that one off the boards, but could not get that one away. Here's Eichel, a shot. Saved there by Greaves. Picking up a Nordiques jersey with Mac Jesus on it just because of the way they're playing. Got to show your respect. Love that. Holy aura. Have I ever done a double-digit game? No. We've had 8-goal games. We had an 8-goal game once, and that's it. Never had a double-digit game before. By one team. Never. .12:05 left here in the second period. Dylan Coghlan, first game with Vegas since April 16th of 2022. Behind the net now, Ivan Provorov will clear that one all the way back into the Vegas zone. Coghlan, behind the net. Vegas has had a lot of injuries this season, so obviously him getting in here plays a factor. Coghlan to Bowman. Shoots it wide of Greaves. Puck back into the Vegas zone. Hurdle will regroup. Tomas Hurdle. Back to Bowman. In front then now it's Pythia, who will move that one through center. Tried to drop that one back then to Gonce. Stolen back then by the Knights. It's cleared out of the zone by Hutton. Bowman. Back over then for Dorofiev. It's broken off the boards then by the Blue Jackets and cleared back into the Vegas zone. Golden Knights will regroup here in their own end. 11:09 to go in the second period. We have a tie hockey game. Cleared back into the Columbus zone. It's Fabro. Dante Fabro with the puck. Feeds it to center. Monahan will bank that one up to the point. Shot on net in front. Saved by Schmid. And the rebound's taken back away. Here's Eichel now through center with Barbashev. Barbashev to Eichel. Eichel looks at the point now. Korzak fires it. Blocked. Rebounds in front. And cleared back down low now to the corner. Blue Jackets take it back. Cleared to center. Stolen back then by the Knights. Barbashev through the zone now to Mark Stone. Stone to the point then to Korzak. Korzak will clear it here into the corner. Racing for it now is Dante Fabro. Eichel plays the puck out to center. Now battling forward here behind the net. Korzak battling for it now down low. Barbashev to the point to Korzak again. Back to Lazone. Lazone as we cross over the halfway mark of the game and the period. Shots are 11-10. Not a lot of shots, but a good amount of goals here so far. Stone to Barbashev, who clears that one in on Greaves, who will cover that one up and make the save. And we will head to commercial break. 9:42 left to go in the period. We are tied at 2. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing down below if you're new. I would greatly appreciate it. Ugh. All right. Sorry, guys. I'm not feeling the greatest. A little bit under the weather. I'm trying to fight through this. All right. Face-off coming here in the Columbus zone. Oh, my gosh. All right. Kind of just, they were talking to the coach. Now they're talking to the refs. All right, face-off here in the Columbus zone. Won by the Blue Jackets. Behind the net now, Werenski will bank that one off the boards here. Back from Matejchuk. Denton Matejchuk now through center with Fantilli. Fantilli through the zone. Clears it down low now. And down low, the Golden Knights will steal that one back. Stretch pass then, the Colasar is missed upon, and it slides into the Columbus zone for an icing. Hope he feels better soon. Thanks for streaming. No problem. I mean, the problem is like, I've been feeling like this for about a week. I haven't let my body fully recover from what I've been dealing with, but I can't just stop what I'm doing. I'm not just going to stop what I'm doing. In the Columbus zone now, Werenski will backhand that one off the boards and out of play. It touched the glass before it went out of play. So Riley Smith, 2 goals tonight. Ken Johnson and Boone Jenner with the goals as well, and it is a tie hockey game here. Face-off here now in the Columbus zone, won by the Blue Jackets. Provorov will try and clear out to center. Yeah, the grind never stops, dude. Never stops. Blue Jackets have the puck. Golden Knights regroup. Who do I think wins? I think the Blue Jackets steal the win. I think they get the win here at home. I think the Blue Jackets will win. Here's Ivan Provorov now down the right side. Tried to throw it past the center. Over then for Coyle. Up to the point then to Severson. Severson dumps it down low in the corner. Into the zone now. Severson, a backhand! How did that stay out? He must have missed the net. Here's Olivier now clearing it down low. Pass in front. Sillinger denied with the pad of Schmid. Here's Olivier up top. We'll try and shoot that one in. It's blocked. And here come the Knights the other way. It's Riley Smith on the breakaway. Saved by Greaves. I think it might have went wide. Puck is tipped back into the Vegas zone. Now Caden Korzak will pick up that puck. Korzak drops it back then down low for Lazone. Golden Knights with the puck. Jenner. Back up at the point then. Johnson moves in. Fires it. Blocked in front. Rebound was there. And it's taken back away. Here's Stone. Back to Eichel. Eichel through the zone. Looks. Waits. Shoots it. And it goes wide. Golden Knights try to keep that one in the zone. Here's Jenner. Jenner with some room. Moves into the zone. Back to Werenski. Pass over. It's blocked. Werenski gets it back. Stick handling the puck now. Back up to the point. Matejchuk shoots it wide. Rebounds there. And that's blocked. Shots are 11-11 apiece here in the second period. We are tied at 2. Golden Knights have the puck. Stone to Barbashev. Barbashev to Eichel. Eichel moves in. He scores! Jack Eichel! 3-2 Vegas. Down 2-0. They have come back and retaken the lead. Wow. Jack Eichel moves into the zone, assisted by Barbashev and Stone. Eichel's 13th goal of the year. And his 3rd in a commentary stream in Vegas. Has a 3-2 lead here in the second period. Cleared back out to center now. Blue Jackets battling for that puck. It's Pathio who will clear that one down low. Schmid will dump that one around now behind the net. Kept in the zone now. It's behind the net then for the likes of Gonce. Back at the point now. Zamula shoots it. Blocked in front. And Vegas will take it back, and here they come the other way. Eichel, his 13th goal of the year from Barbashev and Stone, makes it 3-2 Vegas. Barbashev now battling for that puck. It slides out to center. And now Ben Hutton will fight with Gonce for it. 6 minutes to go in the second period. Vegas with a 1-goal lead. Here through the neutral zone now, Ben Hutton. Back over then for Bowman. Fires it. And he goes wide. Puck slides out of the zone now. Whitecloud will bring it back and regroup. Zach Whitecloud. Through the zone now. It's Dorofeev who will backhand that one into the Columbus end. Tomas Hertl will bring it back here now to regroup. Here he comes into the zone. Hertl dekes around, loses the puck. Taken back then by the Blue Jackets. Fantilli now plays it up then to Marchenko. Kirill Marchenko through the zone. Tries to move it in now. Whitecloud will take that one away from him. Now here's Hertl. Hertl. Cross-ice pass then for Riley Smith, who will bank that one off the boards and dump it back down low. Now Howden tries to get it in front. They'll jab at that puck on Greaves, who will make the save regardless. Not a lot of shots in this game, but there has been a good amount of goals. Jack Eichel puts the Golden Knights ahead. It's 3-2. Ugh. All right. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, subscribe down below if you're new. Please, I'm commentating this while I'm not feeling the greatest right now, so I would appreciate it if you guys would subscribe if you're new. Shots are 12-11 in favor of the Golden Knights. And Vegas has a 3-goal lead. All right. Jack Eichel only has 13 goals this year. That sounds a bit surprising. Not going to lie. Shot that one top corner on Jack Greaves. All right, face-off here now in the Columbus zone, won by the Blue Jackets. 5 minutes to go in the second period. Here's Cole Sillinger. Off the boards then now Severson trying to bat that one to center. Stolen back then by the Knights. Trying to keep that one in then. Here come the Golden Knights the other way. Keegan Colasar moves it through center. Pass back then for Howden. Howden will chip that one now in the corner. Columbus will try and take that one back. Coyle then to Provorov. Provorov will bank out the center. Sillinger tried to break that one into the zone. It's intercepted. Blue Jackets have the puck. Sillinger, a shot, goes wide. Provorov, another chance. Off the chest of Schmid. Now the Golden Knights will break it back the other way. Howden turns over the puck. It's cleared back into the Vegas end. Now Marner. Down low, Mitch Marner. Skates with speed. 4 minutes to go in the second. Marner into the zone. Shoots it. Saved by Greaves. And again, the more shots we get, the better. Face off here in the Blue Jackets zone, won by Columbus. Matejchuk will clear out together. Less than 4 minutes to go in the second. At the point now, Matejchuk. Battling for it down low then with Riley Smith. Ken Johnson breaks it free. Shoots it on net. It goes up. And off the back glass. Still in play. Boone Jenner now battling for it. Stolen back then by the Golden Knights, who try to break it out to center. Blue Jackets get it right back. Johnson will dump it into the Golden Knights zone. Schmid out of his net to play the puck. Then back over for Korzak, who will move that one through center. Caden Korzak banks it off the boards then. Taken back then by the Blue Jackets. Marchenko to Johnson. Fantilli through the zone, trying to get a shot on. And he's broken away then. Voronkov in the corner. Cleared around now behind the net. Fed up to the point then. It's Fabro. Over to Marchenko. Marchenko to Zamula, who dumps that one around the boards. And taken back then by the Golden Knights. Hannafin to Eichel. 2:40 left to go in the second. Eichel to center is blocked. Blue Jackets steal it right back. Off the boards then, it's Fantilli trying to clear that one away. Vegas will steal it back. Barbashev tipped away and back into the Vegas bench. (3-2) Golden Knights here in the second period. Shots are 14-13. Kira Schmid riding a respectable 9-17. Now again, he didn't allow one of those goals. Jed Greaves, not a pretty stat, 786. 3 goals on 14 shots. Blue Jackets at the puck. Provorov, a shot blocked in front. Taken back then by Mark Stone, who will backhand out to center. Blue Jackets regroup. Pathia. Back to Zach Aston Reese. Throws it up to the point. Provorov, and intercepted then by Mark Stone. Stone to Barbashev. Barbashev to Stone. Brings it in. Pass in front. Eichel. Out of play. Nearly had his second of the game. And Jack Eichel with a goal earlier as well. Oh, now my girlfriend's calling me. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry if you guys heard that. My apologies. Face-off coming here in the Columbus zone. Minute 52 to go in the second, so time winding down. Face-off won by Vegas. Whitecloud will clear that one down low. Banked off the boards, then Olivier battling for that puck. It's out to center. Blue Jackets trying to move it around, stolen back then by Bowman. Shots are 14 apiece as Vegas goes off sides here in the second period. And a penalty's coming up here, actually. It's going to be against the Blue Jackets, and it'll be Matthew Olivier who will head to the box. 2 minutes for a hooking call, and the Golden Knights will get a chance to extend their leads here on the power play. And the Golden Knights already up by 1 with that Jack Eichel goal, have a chance to extend their lead. This power play will carry over into the third period if it does not convert here in this middle frame. Stone to Eichel. Eichel to Stone. Pass in front. They score! Mark Stone! Power play goal. And Vegas leads by 2. And that's Mark Stone's 6th consecutive game with a goal. And the Golden Knights are up by 2. Mark Stone assisted his 17th goal of the year on the power play, assisted by Tomas Hertl and Jack Eichel, unless a Blue Jacket touched that puck. And it is a 4-2 lead for Vegas here with 1:16 to go in the second. Face-off here now won by the Blue Jackets. Cleared all the way back into the Vegas zone, approaching the final minute of play in the second period. Eichel to Marner. Back up then, Jeremy Lazone. So much for my Vegas prediction, huh? Down low here, cleared back out to center now. Korzak. Back over then for Hutton. Dumped all the way back into the Vegas zone. And an icing here against the Golden Knights. Mark Stone, 9 goals in his last 13 games. A career-high 6-game goal streak, which I think is phenomenal with the way that he's been playing. Who we think's winning? Vegas? Yeah, Vegas, with the way they're playing, they probably win this one. Face-off one by the Blue Jackets. Cleared back to the right side. Now Severson will bank that one off the boards. Voronkov battling for it then with Marchenko. Kirill Marchenko looks for options. Clears it back down low in the corner now. Voronkov then to Fantilli. Pass in front. They jab at that puck, and they couldn't get a clear stick on it. Knights will dump out to center. Racing for it then is Smith. Stolen back then by the Blue Jackets. Marchenko with 20 to go. 3-on-3 into the zone. Marchenko tipped away then by Marner. Smith to Marner, who will dump it in the zone. And Blue Jackets will regroup. 10 seconds to go. One last push for Columbus. Werenski poke checked away by Stone. Stone to Barbashev to Stone. Barbashev in front. They could not connect. And that will do it for the second period. 40 minutes of play gone here. Vegas erupts to a 3-goal period and a multi-point period as well from Mark Stone. 3 points tonight. Absolutely phenomenal. Jack Eichel with 2 points as well. Mitch Marner, multi-point game too. And the Golden Knights have a 4-2 lead heading into the second intermission. And that being said, folks, it is intermission time. Go get a snack. Go get a drink. Do what you got to do. Subscribe down below if you're new. And we will be back for the third period momentarily. All right, I got to go use the bathroom for the 100th time tonight. I'm drinking a ton of water, guys. So bear with me. I will be back in just a moment. All right, lot to do in this second intermission. Got to update the all-time scoring sheet. We got 2 clips to post. So we shall do that. Pull up the stream here on my computer. Super duper quick. And we will prepare for the start of the third period in just a little bit. Don't jinx it. Yeah, I know. I would not be shocked if I did jinx it, but they're up by 2, so I'm pretty confident that they will be able to hold on. But we'll see. It is the Golden Knights. They have struggled this year in doing that, so I guess we'll find out. Ugh. Oh. All right. I honestly might put on a nasal strip for this third because, like, my nose is so runny, it's killing me right now. Blow my nose really quick. Ugh. Oh my gosh. I would, man. Do what you gotta do to make it through. I mean, like, I feel all right. The only problem I'm dealing with is my throat, the cough, of course, and then the runny nose are just my biggest problems right now. But apart from that, I feel fine. I'm definitely tired though. I'm definitely gonna go to bed right after this. For sure. Lay down for a little bit. Maybe. Hop on the mine. I've been playing Minecraft recently. Been a big Minecraft guy as of late. I'm building a city. Ugh. Oh my gosh. Emulating NHL 11. Nice. Never played. Never played. I was like 4 years old when that was a thing. Or when NHL 11 was a thing. So yeah, you can feel old. It's alright, I'll be 19 next month. So don't worry, I feel old. Also, I don't know if I mentioned it, tonight is the 60th live commentary this season. Which is wild because we did 80 in total last year, so we probably will reach 100 streams this season before the playoffs even. Let's go. Yeah, man. So, just for everybody who's in here, you can prepare to donate me all your money on February 16th. No, I'm kidding. I don't even know if we'll be live on the 16th. Yeah, I don't know if we'd be live on my birthday. Maybe, you never know. If there's something that happens, of course. Turn 30 and still get carded? Well, that's a good thing because that means you look young. People say that I look a lot older, and I'm like, could I like pass up as a 21-year-old trying to get alcohol? Huh. Nah, never been that huge on alcohol. I'll drink it on occasion, but I really only like to drink it when it's like when I'm on vacation or something. And again, I'm 18, so like I can't even do it legally, but I do drink it at points. Oh my gosh. My head hurts. I only drink if my team is stinking. Dallas game down to $8. 8 $5 ultras. Jesus. Yeah, I know it's 19 in Canada, but here in the U.S. it's 21. I might end up going to Toronto next year. I might end up going to Toronto next year, so maybe I will drink. Oh my god, and then I look on TikTok and my girlfriend reposts this. I was sad, but then I remembered that my man doesn't drink. Huh. Here I am talking about drinking. But I don't really drink that much anyway. I'll only do it. I really don't do it during the winter because, like, it's not my thing. And I really don't, like, I'm making content half the time. I can't just drink midday or whatever. In the summer, I do occasionally, but it's not like crazy. It's 18 in Alberta? Jesus. Maybe the USA is too strict. You can it's so weird because like you can vote and you can go die for your country, but you can't have a sip of alcohol. It's kind of weird. But not that I really care. All right, clips are done. All-time scoring sheet up next. And then we'll get ready for the third period in a little bit. Prohibition laws help cement that 21 age. Thought it would keep people from bootlegging alcohol. Yeah, that didn't work. So, yeah, what a game for Mark Stone. Jesus. Goal, 2 assists. Eichel had 2 points in that period as well. All right. All right. We are almost ready here for the start of the third. Gonna blow my nose super quick. And then we'll get ready for the start of the third. gonna stick this. I drank like the last like 8 bottles out of this case during tonight alone. So just put that in there. And we'll get ready for the start of the third in just a moment. Grandpa ran booze across the Great Lakes. Holy shit. So that's a crime, no? Wow. Hey, whatever you gotta do. Whatever you gotta do. Two pizzas for $4.99 each sounds like a hell of a deal. I'm not going to lie. I get paid tomorrow, too. Maybe that's what we'll do for dinner. Hey, what's up, JJ? Good morning. Those who don't know, JJ's from Finland. Good morning, brother. How was your little rest? How was your nap? Or I guess your sleep. Your slumber. All right, let's get ready here to start the third period between the Vegas Golden Knights and the Columbus Blue Jackets. Second period recap. Goals were scored by Riley Smith, Jack Eichel, and Mark Stone. Stone had 3 points in that period. Eichel had 2. As we get ready for the start of period number 3 here in just a moment. Looking at the stats here through 40 minutes of play. Oop, I just messed up my screen. All right, fixed it. Shots are 15-13 Vegas. Face-off percentage is 68% in favor of Columbus. Hits are 20-14 Columbus. Block shots are 16-7 Vegas. Giveaways are tied 11 apiece. And takeaways are 7-3 in favor of the Golden Knights. Cold here, minus 24. Jesus. Sounds cold as hell, brother. How hot are your summers? Sorry, I'm not very tied to the Finland climate. Curious how hot your summers are. Ugh. All right. Third period between the Columbus Blue Jackets and the Vegas Golden Knights. Here from T-Mobile Arena. We'll be live next week for likely Panthers, Sabres, and Avalanche Leafs. But first, the third period between the Blue Jackets and the Golden Knights. And we are underway. Face-off is a tie-up at center, won by the Golden Knights, who will clear it back into the Columbus zone. Marchenko battling for that puck now with Fantilli. Down low behind the net, Werenski. Picks it back up then for the Blue Jackets. Zach Werenski down low. We'll look for options. Vegas is 10-0-2 when leading after 2 periods. Fantilli tried to drop that one back, intercepted then by Columbus. Columbus is 1-10 when trailing after 2 periods. Vegas looking for their 7th win in a commentary stream in 14 streams. Columbus, they will drop to 1-3-1 in 5 commentaries if they fall in this one. Here's Kent Johnson into the zone, moving it down low here in the corner. Battling forward now with Lazone, back up to the point. Severson to Provorov, a shot tipped in front and goes back down low to the corner. Here come the Knights the other way. Eichel through the zone now. Barbashev trying to get that one back, and Vegas goes off sides. Awesome. Face-off coming here now in the neutral zone. Eichel wins the draw. He'll come into the Columbus end now, battling forward with Ivan Provorov. Stolen back then by the Golden Knights. Barbashev battling for it down low then with Olivier, trying to break that one free. Puck slides out to center. Severson moves it through the zone. Pass back then for the likes of Sillinger, taken back then by the Golden Knights. Eichel to Barbashev, who will backhand that one into the Columbus zone. Greaves off the boards, then back for Severson, who will bank that one behind the net. Ivan Provorov now with the puck. Provorov back to Coyle. Coyle clears it into the Vegas zone. Down low now with the puck. Ben Hutton will backhand that one all the way back out to center. And the Blue Jackets will regroup. 18 minutes left to play here in the third period. Shots are 16-13 in favor of Vegas. Here's Mitch Marner, then up to Riley Smith, who has 2 goals tonight. Werenski plays it back. Vegas trying to break that one the other way. It's Brendan Gaunce who gives that one back to Werenski, who dekes it into the zone, loses the puck. Now Marner takes it back behind the Vegas net. Coughlin will chip that one off the boards then. Dumped in then by Brandon Saad. 17.5 minutes to go in the third. Puck slides out to center. Blue Jackets will take it back. They clear it out of the zone. And that will be a penalty. Brendan Gaunce will head to the box for a delay of game call. And the Golden Knights will head to the power play once again. And that is certainly a tough one to take for sure. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, subscribe down below if you're new. It would mean a lot to me. We're trying to get to 5K subscribers. We just hit 4,200 earlier today, so thank you all so much for that. It means a lot. Face-off coming here now in the Columbus zone. Matejchuk battling for it now with Mark Stone. Cleared around now behind the net. Dorofeev down low back then for Stone. Pass in front. Hurdle jabbing at Greaves. Rebounds there. And they could not tuck it through. Eichel down low for Stone to the point to Marner. Marner looks. Back to Eichel. Eichel shoots it gloved by Greaves. Golden Knights scored 16 seconds into their first power play, and obviously it's going to take them a little bit longer to convert on this one. But regardless, a great period here nonetheless. Face-off in the Columbus zone once again. Power play for the Golden Knights still. Blue Jackets down by 2. Face-off. Won by the Knights. Marner. Down low to Stone. Pass over. Just wide for Riley Smith. Dorofeev. Couldn't tell with the number. Eichel. Looks. Stick handles the puck now. Waiting for options here. Just giving the Blue Jackets some suspense. Back to Eichel now on the right side. Eichel looks. Moves to center. Back to the bench side now. Down low for Stone. Pass over. And Dorofeev could not convert. Halfway through the Las Vegas power play. Eichel battling for it down low with Matejchuk. Kept in by the Golden Knights. Marner. At the point to Dorofeev. Marner. To Eichel. Eichel to Marner. A shot. Blocked. And the Jackets will get it. They'll clear. Here they come the other way, though. It's Monahan shorthanded. Will dump it into the Vegas end. And the Golden Knights take it back. Dorofeev off the boards then for Eichel. 35 to go on the power play. Eichel drops it back then to Marner. Marner to Eichel. Eichel to Stone. Now 30 seconds tick down. Marner to Eichel. Hurdle in front. Saved by Greaves. Rebounds there. And it's back behind the net then. Cleared back to Eichel. Eichel to Marner. Down low. Pass in front. Backhand. Denied. If that even got on. This unit has been out there the entire time. And finally, they will change with just 5 seconds to go on the power play. Eichel will break this one through center. That will do it for the Vegas power play. Good kill by the Blue Jackets. Columbus takes it back. Marchenko through the zone. Dekes in. Could not get all the way through. That would have been a nice goal if he could have converted on that. But it was not meant to be. Here's Braden Bowman, the young rookie here for the Golden Knights. Pass to center then, down low. Howden up to the point. Whitecloud to Hannafin. Hannafin back to White Cloud, then Howden to White Cloud. A shot goes up and out of play. 14:48 left to go in the third period. A lot of action here in these last couple of minutes. Vegas with a 4-2 lead. And Pavel Dorofeyev with a good shot away there. Just went off the side of the net. Had that been a couple inches to the left, it'd be a 5-2 hockey game right now. Face-off woman of the night. Shot goes just wide of Greaves. And all the way back into the Vegas zone. Now Hutton behind the net then. Banked out to center. Cleared down low into the corner. Down low, Dylan Coughlin will battle forward here, regrouping for options. Taken back then by the Blue Jackets. Up to the point then Severson. To Werenski, a shot. Goes wide, back then down low. Bethia then back down low, then backhanded off the boards. And kick back to the right side then by the likes of Aston Reese. Shot goes wide. Now Werenski at the point, pass in front. And Bethia with a near chance there is swiftly denied. Down low here in the corner. Werenski flicks that puck in the air. It comes back to center. Werenski tried getting that puck to Gonce, and it was intercepted. Cleared back into the Vegas zone. Werenski racing for it now, battling alongside Coughlin. Eichel, who has 2 points tonight, takes it back then for Vegas. Off the boards, here's Barbashev. Barbashev into the zone with Stone. Barbashev dekes around, could not convert on that play. Blue Jackets will take it back into the point. Korzak cleared down low in the corner. Pass in front. Stone denied by Greaves. Rebound is there. Jabbed away then. Vegas keeps it in. Intercepted then by the Blue Jackets. Here's Johnson. Will dump that one into the Vegas zone. Shots are 22-14. Approaching the halfway mark of the third period. Vegas leads by 2. Provorov now banks it off the right side. Over then for Igor Zamula. Cross-ice pass then to Provorov, who will dump that one down low. Zamula played with Ivan Provorov, I believe, in Philadelphia, if I remember correctly. I'm not 100% sure on that, actually. That might be false. Trying to find my phone charger here. My phone's at 10%. Sorry about that, guys. Here's Howden on a breakaway, denied by Greaves with the glove. And we will head to commercial break. Approaching nearly halfway through the third. Vegas leads by 2. Vegas. Tell my voice crack is getting pretty bad. Finally under 50 here in Anaheim. Must be nice. It's actually been in the 50s here the last couple days. It's been a little bit surprising. Fahrenheit. Because we run in a weird... America runs in a weird system compared to everybody else. All right, I'll be right back, guys. I got to go use the bathroom again. All right, I have returned. Sorry about that. Again, having to use the restroom every like 20 minutes. It sucks, but it's the only way I can stay streaming. Longest goal streaks all time in a single season. Mark Stone is up to 6, which is the second most all time. The leader is Max Pacioretty, who scored in 7 consecutive games played. former Golden Knight. Was a Watch with Nordic legend as well with the Toronto Maple Leafs. We commentated him a couple times in Toronto. Obviously, he retired in the offseason. Face-off here now in the Columbus zone, won by the Blue Jackets. Matejchuk through center. Banked off the boards then now. Here comes Hurdle, who will clear that one down the other way. Now Werenski behind the net, battling forward with Hurdle. Fed up to the point then. Sillinger. Pass back over then through the neutral zone. Bringing it in is the likes of Matejchuk. Try to drop that one back to Coyle. Stolen back then by the Golden Knights. Kolasar will break it through center. Banked off the boards then to Hurdle, who will backhand that one into the zone. Werenski here in the Columbus zone. Banks it off the boards then. Smith back to Saad. Saad to Smith. Pass him over. And Marner cannot convert. Here come the Blue Jackets the other way. It's Voronkov. Pass is tipped in front. Then Smith will play it ahead. 2-on-2 the other way. Saad with Marner. Poke checked away then and back over into the Golden Knights zone. 11.5 minutes to go. Provorov in the Columbus zone. Back to Kirill Marchenko. Marchenko through center. Dekes in. Shoots it. Save by Schmid. Puck is cleared all the way back into the Blue Jackets zone. Greaves will come out of his net to play the puck. Now Provorov back to Severson. Played ahead then for Ken Johnson. Stolen back then by Pavel Dorofeev. So I would imagine with the injury of Carter Hart, depending on how long it may be, Dorofeev, a shot goes wide of Greaves. It could just be one of those things where it's like they had to pull him, but he did look like he was in serious pain. So that probably tells you that he's more than likely injured. He could be out for a while. I would imagine the plan is they will call up Carl Lindbaum, and he will be their backup, and they'll run a Schmid-Lindbaum tandem like they did prior to Carter Hart's arrival. Mark Stone brings it back into the Vegas zone, approaching the halfway mark of the third period. Intercepted then by the Blue Jackets. Bank back down low. Brendan Gaunce racing for it now behind the net. Pass in front. Saved by Schmid. As that puck went directly on him, he made the save. Thank you all for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, subscribe down below if you're new. I would greatly appreciate it. Face-off coming here now in the Las Vegas zone. 10:13 to go in the third. Shots are 23-16 in favor of Columbus as they keep getting the shots on. Face-off is won by the Blue Jackets so well that they clear it out of their own zone. Now Greaves out of his net to play the puck. We'll throw it out to center then for Aston Reese, and it's dumped down the other way, and it's an icing. Ugh. All right. Face off here now in the Columbus zone. One of the Knights. Down low now, Stone. Mark Stone shoots it on net. It's tipped back into the corner. Banked off the boards here back to center. Racing for it now is Pafia, but it's an icing. Against Columbus. Ugh. At the point, cleared back down low behind the net. Down low now in the corner. Marner feeds it up to the point to Hannafin. Hannafin looks, fires it. Deflected up in the air and out of play. Nine and a half to go here in the third period. Vegas with the 2-goal lead still. Ugh. Oh, brother. Did change Werenski to Makar. Makar did 1+2 in a manager game. It was a good change. Oh, yeah. That's a great change. 2 large pizzas for $4.99 each on Little Caesars. You guys ever try Little Caesars? I don't think I've ever had it. I might have, but I'm trying to think. I really haven't. All right, blow my nose here quick. Little Caesars is so good for the price, man. There's generally terrible food that people buy out there. I get at least once every 2 weeks. Maybe me and the girlfriend will try it tomorrow. Might have to make an exception since it's literally it's $4.99. It's like $5 for 2 larges. All right, face off here in the Columbus zone is won by the Golden Knights. Down low here in the corner. Pretzel pizza? Pretzel pizza? Jeez, that sounds interesting. Pass in front! And a near chance there for Marner on Greaves is denied. There was open room. Puck is cleared back down low now behind that at Smith. Trying to play that one away. He has 2 goals tonight. Banked off the boards then for Sillinger. Cleared down low now to the corner. Provorov, regrouping with the puck, will attempt to clear that one out of the zone. He'll do so successfully. And that'll be an icing against the Knights. Ugh. Oh my gosh. You eat some wild things I've seen. You guys eat some wild things. What do you guys have over there in Finland? I know you guys have like your unique culture. Do you guys have like McDonald's and stuff? Well, you probably have McDonald's. Do you have like Chick-fil-A and stuff? Hanfin off the boards now, cleared down low. Eichel to the point, then to Whitecloud. Shoots it, tipped in front, back down low. Here's Barbashev to Whitecloud. Back over then for Jack Eichel. 8:40 left to go in the third. At the point, Hanifin, a shot is blocked in front. Now Stone will clear it behind the net. Barbashev battling forward here with Coyle. Barbashev to Hanifin. Hanifin at the point, down low then to Eichel. Eichel looks for options. Jack Eichel circling around as my screen is bugging here. Shot blocked. Rebound in front, down low to the corner. What is happening? Provorov down low then for Coyle. Provorov battling for it then with Eichel. Jack Eichel looks to move to center. Pass over to Stone. And they cannot convert. Whitecloud to Hanifin. Hanifin to Eichel. Eichel to Hanifin at the point. Whitecloud waits, fires it. Save there by Greaves. Rebound is kicked away. And here come the Blue Jackets either way. It's Matthew Olivier. Olivier through the zone, down the right side, then battling forward with Hannafin. And Hannafin wins that battle. So you do have it, okay. What kind of food you cooking, bro? Here's Severson, a shot blocked by Schmid. Rebounds in front. They're jabbing on him, trying to get that puck past. White Cloud's blocking the play. And the puck somehow stays out after that entire sequence. Wow. I know we're doing a hockey stream, but I would love to just talk about food. I know I'm a fat ass. Yes, I know, but I would just love to just talk about food all the time. Somehow that puck stayed out. White Cloud was blocking the front of the net. And a lot of bodies there in front trying to jab at that puck. Could not get a clear shot on. As Barbashev nearly kicked that one into his own net. That would have been funny. And the puck stayed out. We have some great foods here. Bread. Yeah, your bread's probably awesome. You guys like, do you like cook fish and stuff? And like other unique stuff? I don't know. I sound like such a idiot right now, but I'm curious. 7:24 left to go in the third period. Shots are 25-17. Marchenko will throw that one back up to the point. Fantilli looks, shoots it. Cleared back down low to the corner. I thought about doing that game, but we've already done Minnesota-Seattle this season, so I decided we'd do a different game. Severson down low, past the center, intercepted, and cleared down the other way by Vegas. Nice. I've had fish a couple times. It's not bad. Golden Knights will break it through center. Fantilli drives it through the zone. Fantilli trying to deke that one in. Stolen back then by the Golden Knights as my game is still glitching here. Hurdle battling for it then with Werenski. Cleared back down low. Stolen back then by the Blue Jackets. Marchenko plays it up forward then for Jenner. Jenner in the corner. Tries to flick that one off the boards to center. It's stolen back then by the Knights. Hannafin to Eichel. Eichel will clear back out to center. 6:20 left to go in the third. Hurdle fighting with Kolasar. Back then for Werenski. Werenski to Monahan. Back to Johnson, who will dump that one into the zone. Hannafin now behind the net. 6 minutes to go in the third period. And Vegas leads by 2. 6 minutes. Corrupted Khan. And icing here against the Golden Knights. Food is good. Hell yeah, it is. Should we just make a food channel where I just cook food? Me and my girlfriend love to go eat out at new places and cook. It's like our favorite thing to do. Face off here in the Columbus zone. Won by the Jackets, played in front then Marchenko. Down low Provorov fires it, saved by Schmidt. Rebound goes down low in the corner. Marner. Back to White Cloud now on the right side. White Cloud chipped out to center. Back into the Columbus zone. Provorov backhands it off the boards. Cooking with Nordic. Cooking with Nordic. Cooking with Nordic. Here's Marchenko to center. He scores! Kirill Marchenko. He cooked with that. It's 4-3. See what I did there? Cooking with Marchie. Cooking with Marchie. Nordic Cooking sounds like a slam dunk name. Hell yeah. Everybody loves food. Damn right. Kirill Marchenko. And Marchenko, good look. And that nice little chip play. They knew Marchenko was there, and he shoots that one just down low on Akira Schmid. And it is 4-3 Columbus, or it's 4-3 Vegas. So 5.5 minutes to go. We're approaching crunch time. Those who don't know what crunch time is what I like to call the final minutes of the game. And when it's close, it's crunch time. Marchenko on that goal, unassisted, his 16th of the year. I love food a little too much. That's why I fast now before destroying some protein. I have to fast too, dude. Because when I eat, I devour. But Kirill Marchenko is 16th goal of the year. And it's 4-3. Face-off coming here now in the Columbus zone. Shots are 25-19. At the point now, Blue Jackets trying to clear. They will get that one out successfully. Pathia will bank it out to center. Now Barbashev cleared back into the zone. Ivan Provorov will hold it now for Columbus. Marchenko from Provorov and Fantilli, who get the assist on that goal. It's 4-3 Vegas. And Vegas looking to sweep the season series after winning back on December 13th, 3-2 in Columbus. Here's Eichel to center. A shot is blocked. Taken back then by Columbus. Here they'll dump it into the Las Vegas zone. Well, yeah, Vegas getting overtime losses is like such a common thing. It's like it's as likely as me to eat food. Kirill Marchenko with a goal to make it a one-goal game here. It is 4-3 Golden Knights here heading into the late stages of the third period. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. It would mean a lot to me. We just crossed over the 4,200 subscriber mark, so thank you all so much for that. We'll be back on Monday with some live commentary streams. We'll be doing some Panthers versus Sabres and Avalanche versus Maple Leafs here in the later stages. Ugh. All right, 4-3 Blue Jackets here in the third period. Still in the commercial break for a brief moment. I can see Vegas getting an overtime loss. Yeah, it's definitely realistic. Not going to lie to you, it's definitely realistic. All right, back from commercial break. Golden Knights with a one-goal lead here late in the third period. Look at the goaltending stats here. You start out with Columbus. Jet Greaves, not a great game. 21 saves on 25 shots. He has an .840 here in this game. Tonight on the other side for Vegas, Carter Hart, one shot, one goal against. Schmid has 16 saves on 18 shots and an .889 save percentage. So both goaltenders not riding the greatest save percentage here. Face-off coming now in the neutral zone. Yeah, it's a good lineup. Panthers, Sabres will be fun. I haven't done the Sabres in a while. And then Avalanche, Maple Leafs is always a good game. It is a stream we've done before and watched with Nordic History. Matejchuk banks it off the boards. Here he comes now through center. Pass back then for Monahan. Tries to get that one on net there. 4:10 left to go. Keep an eye out for the likes of Jet Greaves to be pulled. Lazone will bank that one off the boards. Kept in then by Columbus. Down low, it's intercepted then by Lazone, who tries to poke check that one away. Battling for it here on the right side. Here's a 2-on-1 the other way. It's Kolesar with Howden. Kolesar to Howden. He scores! Brett Howden. What a pass by Keegan Kolesar. And Vegas, with just over 4 minutes to go, regains their 2-goal lead. It's 5-3. Brett Howden, his 9th goal of the season. And the Golden Knights regain their 2-goal lead. It's assisted by Keegan Colasar, his 7th assist of the year. And Vegas regains their lead, and it's still crunch time. Don't get that twisted, but I expect the Blue Jackets to pull their goaltender much, much more earlier. Dump back down low here into the zone. Fantilli battling for it now in the corner. And there will go Greaves. Actually, no, not yet. Severson at the point to Marchenko. Shot tipped away there, back down low. Now Severson. Down low here in the corner, back up to the point. Empty net here for Columbus. There goes Greaves. Jabbing at that puck at center. Rebound there for Severson, goes just wide. At the point, Marchenko. Marchenko now looking for options, back to Provorov. Provorov to Coyle, a shot off the chest of Schmid. Cleared back out and up to the point. Over then for Fantilli, who shoots it wide. I believe Schmid still made the save. Barbashev will bank out the center. Marchenko will wait here now in the Columbus end. 2:45 left to go in the third. Time winding down. Marchenko moves into the zone. Back to Fantilli, who shoots it on net. It slides in on Schmid. Intercepted then by Hertl. Hertl will fire towards the empty net. It's blocked by Werenski. 2.5 minutes to go in the third. Columbus needs 2. Bringing that one now through center. Marchenko back then down low to Matejchuk. Matejchuk off the boards then to Coyle. Coyle to Marchenko. Marchenko back to Coyle, then at the point to Werenski. Werenski fires it, tipped away. 2 minutes to go in the third. Coyle gets it back. Werenski, it comes out of the zone. Keep in mind, Riley Smith is on the ice currently. He has 2 goals. Coyle banks it down low. Whitecloud clears it around. Puck will slide all the way back into the Blue Jackets zone for an icing. 1:50 remaining in the third period. They have added an assist to the Vegas goal. It's Tomas Hertl. And Vegas' next game on Saturday against the St. Louis Blues. We saw them play earlier this year on New Year's Day. Or sorry, January 2nd. My apologies. So 6 days ago. 7. Timeout here for Columbus. And face-off will come here in the Las Vegas zone once again. Again, shots are 26-22. A not-so-pretty game from Jet Greaves. 808 save percentage. Schmid, not that bad of a night. 905. So the goalie's not... One looks really bad. One looks really good. Carter Hart with the 0 save percentage. That does count towards Watch with Nordic save percentage. He now has the worst save percentage in a live commentary stream ever. And it can't get worse than that. And a 395 is his average in 2 games commentated. Face-off coming here now in the Vegas zone. It's won by the Blue Jackets. Marchenko to Charlie Coyle. Pass over then to Fantilli. Can't get that one away. Back up to the point. Blue Jackets having a shot. Is fanned upon now and cleared back behind the net. Thrown up to the point. Werenski will keep that one in the zone. Fantilli tries to check it down low. Now Olivier battling for it. He loses his helmet, and that should be a penalty. It won't be. They'll get bailed out there because he played with the puck with his helmet off, and that's not legal. Here come the Knights the other way. It's Bowman. Backhanded into the Columbus zone, and it's an icing. 1:13 left to play in the third period. Vegas with a 2-goal lead. And Hertl tried to feed Riley Smith on the breakaway there. That's a little controversial. That didn't look like an icing to me. And it looks like they're going to review that icing and bring the play back to center ice. Okay. So face off at center after a controversial icing call. Dean Evison's like, this is ridiculous. As Tomas Hertl, does not look like that touched his stick. But face-off comes out to center. 1:10 to go. Empty net still. Cleared all the way back into the Columbus zone. Oh, no. Greaves is back in net. Sorry. Damon Severson will look for options. Drops that one back now behind the net. And Greaves will go. Last minute of play here in the third period. Johnson will dump it down low. Whitecloud back to Stone, or at least he tried to. Now behind the net, Jenner. Over then for Hannafin. Back on the right side, Johnson clears it down low then for Jenner. At the point now, it's Severson. Severson in front. Puck is tipped back down low. Now Whitecloud will try and chip that one down. 30 seconds left to play. Cole Sillinger. Back at the point then, Jenner, a shot saved by Schmid. Back over then to Sillinger on the right side. Johnson fires it. Blocked, rebounds in front. And it comes out to center. 15 seconds to go. The Vegas Golden Knights will get the win here. Here's Schmid. Oh, I thought for a second he would go for the empty net. And Hannafin will fire for it. And it will slide just wide. And that will do it. Final score, Vegas 3. Or Vegas 5, sorry. And the Blue Jackets 3. Shots were 26-23 final. Akira Schmid touched the puck with the last 15 seconds left. My heart skipped a beat. I thought he was going to go for the empty net. All right, Vegas wins 5-3 is your final score, and that will do it for me tonight. Thank you all so much for tuning in for that whole time. I know I'm not feeling the greatest. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather, but I appreciate all you guys tuning in to me still. So thank you all for watching. Subscribe down below if you're new. I would greatly appreciate it. We'll be back on Monday for Panthers Sabres, followed by Avalanche and Maple Leafs. And that being said, folks, that is it for me. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys